Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's the Monday Game Chat. Yes, because it's Monday. I hope you're good. I do. I hope you're well. We have quite a bit to discuss today because this week we see the Xbox Developer Direct. And they're going to be revealing some games, many of which we know, but we're going to speculate about some of those games and other things. So, as ever, I'd like your input on that. And and Ubisoft are sort of hinting at things. Well, not hinting, but sort of giving a breakdown of what they're doing over the next 12 months and so and things. So, yeah, it's Monday Game Chat. Lots of game to chat about. So, without further ado, let's run the intro.
It's the Monday Game Chat with your host, Clive Illenden.
Yes, yokoso, yokoso, yokoso. Arigato gozaimasu. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Monday Game Chat. As I said, I hope you're good. We're going to be talking all things gaming this week and what's in the news and all of that. But as ever, let me know what games you've been playing. Put it in the chat and all of that. Talk about it, share it. Any questions, observations, news stories that you might even have that we want to talk about. Put it in the chat because I know you guys are always eager to talk all things gaming. And talking of that, why don't we look? We've got Jerome in the house, of course. Jerome there, nice and early. He's like a cheerleader, aren't you, Jerome? There, like, come on, there, look, hit them likes. Yeah, hit them likes because I like it. Yeah, YouTube likes it, and it helps people like you find amazing content just like this. Jerome's bought a Wii game. Oh my gosh. A Wii game. I kept all my Wii games, and I think I've told this story. My sister has a beautiful house in France, and she's got this lovely barn, and they set up a projector screen in there, and they have like film nights in there and stuff like that. And we bought. I said to her, "We get an adapter for your Wii," because they have the old Wii as well. Because sometimes nieces and nephews come over, so we got a Wii and we got an HDMI adapter. So go to Amazon if you've got an old Wii and you fancy playing it on your fancy LG TV or something. Go to Amazon, you get a nice little adapter which will convert those old kind of, what were they, RGY cables, component cables, into a nice little HDMI cable. And there we go. You can have nostalgic Wii games on your LG C1 or whatever. So, yeah, good for you, Jerome. Oh, don't throw away your Wii games. You never know. I've still got my Wii. I've still got my controllers, despite my other half, my partner, trying to get rid of them in the clear out. No, I said no. I'm drawing a line. There's a limit. Yeah, get rid of everything else. You can't get rid of old gaming stuff. That's the law. Yeah. Suarez is in the house. Good to see you there. Neil J. and Sednar. And it's the cowboy is in the house. Hey, good to see you, cowboy. Unreal Engine 5.3 looks good. It's looked really good since 5, to be honest. You think about the Unreal Engine, every time they sort of have a version, I think we're always blown away, aren't we? And then you look back and you compare to, when you look back at Unreal 3 or whatever it is, and you kind of think, it's all right, not compared to this. I mean, there must be a limit of photorealism that you can't get any more real. I mean, are we there? Or have we always said, oh no, those graphics are amazing, they look so real? And yet, I don't know, have we reached the zenith? Have we reached the peak of photorealism? Thanks for pointing out, Suarez. I'm going to Unreal, see if there's any demos that we can share. Well, I'm just looking that up while we'll chat. So we'll take a look at that. Okay, here's some highlights. Let's share some highlights. I won't put the sound on because every time I do that, there's usually an advert, and then I get banned. Not banned. I get I get no money from it. Basically, gets copyright struck. Right, but here we are. Let's up the quality a bit. It'll probably chug a bit, but oh my, look at this already. Look at that. I mean, obviously, you're not going to get as good as pictures I'm getting, but look at the ferns and that rock. I mean, the fact that they use Unreal Engine in, you know, the Mandalorian and stuff like that, and it just, you know, it looks so photoreal. So, how can they improve it? I'm sure they can. I mean, you know, improve the processing power and all of that, but like, how can you improve on it? I mean, it's just so detailed. I mean, that you can improve on the animation a bit, to be honest. I don't know that. I think it does foliage and landscapes a lot better, I think, than some other stuff. Cinematic quality volumetric rendering. There we go. All pretty impressive stuff. So we're going to fast forward, get some more graphic. Yeah, I mean, look, the fact that they use it in real time here, this is always incredible to me. The fact that they can do this in real time, and it, for TV and film and stuff with Unreal, you know, the very fact actually that they're using Unreal 5.3 in TV and film just underlines what I'm saying about how photoreal it is, and can we get any more real? I mean, games will start looking like The Mandalorian at the end of the day. That's what's going to happen. Like, in terms of quality. Oh, Neil's been playing Baldur's Gate 3 as ever. Still lost it. 12 viewers in the first 2 minutes, Clive. Oh, Suarez, we used to do a lot more than that back in the day, Suarez. But that's okay. That's great. All good. Cowboy, it's always nice for you to pop in, Cowboy. Always a pleasure. Even EA dropping their own engine for WRC and used Unreal for the latest installment. I mean, there must be a point where there is a point where you just go, why do we waste all these millions developing our own tech? I mean, it's the pros and cons. You pay a license, yeah? You pay a license, but what you have to balance that off is all the overheads of employing your own engine technology team, yeah? And, you know, it costs a lot of money when you're, you know, to employ people and then to expand and contract accordingly if you're developing your own in-house engine, when, you know, there's already an amazing tool out there. So it's always that dilemma. Do we, you know, pay a license fee and sort of not quite have ownership of the underlying engine, or do we create our own engine, but all the costs, employment overheads, and lack of flexibility that you get with a license, and that's the payoff. And if the engine is so good that it makes it worth your while, then yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I guess that's the thinking that they going to do. Anyway, as I mentioned, of course, we have the Developer Direct coming up. Xbox Developer Direct. Let's put that on the background, shall we? Now we know some of the things that are coming. I'd be interesting to hear what you lot of, think might be there. We do know some of the things. You're a gadget guy. What did you see at CES that caught your eye? 1 second. There we go. I was looking at the wrong screen then. I'll tell you what, I saw the Rabbit one. If I say, yeah, I saw the latest Rabbit. That sounds like I'm talking about certain adult toys. I guess it is a sort of adult toy, but not the adult toy you're thinking of when I say about a rabbit. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, don't look it up. What I'm referring to is the Rabbit X1. I think it's called the Rabbit X1. That's what caught my eye. Oh, God, where is it? No, it's not called the X1, is it? R1. Yeah, this device here, which is quite a clever little device. I don't know if you've seen it. So why do you need a hardware device for AI? But what it does is, so AI is built on, large language models, LLMs. But what that does is it makes it difficult for them to interact with your existing apps. Yeah, I mean, unless they know what the app API is, and they can then write a little mini Python script or programming to open that app and then action something. So yeah, some of the AI that's out there now, you can sort of set it up so that it can open up your email, write the email, and do all these things, but that's quite hard to do. But what this little device and the company behind it have done is that instead of basing it on large language models, LLMs, they've based it on something that they called LAM, which is large action models. And basically what they do is they use AI and teach it how to open apps in simple terms. So they show it, this is how you open Instagram, and this is how you post a picture on Instagram. And so it shows the action rather than the language. And then it uses the language, natural language to understand the instructions, but then uses the LAM, the large action model, as they call it, loads and loads of different actions that they've taught it. So rather than teach it text models, they've taught it action models, and you can teach it. So then what you can do is then you click on it like a walkie-talkie and you say, send an email to so and so that says such and such. Write the email, and so it uses large language models to do all the writing and that, but it uses the large action model to actually do stuff and connect with apps and open apps and interact with those apps and stuff. So it's going to be interesting. And the thing is, it's $199. $199, no subscription, which is very rare in this tech world for a device. And it's already sold out of his initial 10,000 units. I mean, $199, I'm sort of tempted because it interests me. Anyway, if you didn't see it, worth checking out the presentation they did on that. But not about gaming. Can't play the game for you. That's one action they haven't taught it. But yeah, the main thing here, as I said, the Developer Direct 24. So we've got Obsidian Entertainment coming up. We've got the Indiana Jones game down in the corner there. And we've got Ninja Theories, Sensual Blade down in the corner there. So we do know of some of the games that are coming up. So that's quite interesting. And we also know there's going to be a Game Pass drop on the day after, which is Power World, which will be dropping. But just have a look here. We look at the multiple rumors. No, that's not the rumors I'm looking for. Yeah, so at the Developer Direct, what can we expect? So it is at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. in the UK on Thursday. I might do a live watch along if you're up for it, and if I'm available to do it. then why not? Why don't we all gather and have a little live watch along? So Microsoft is holding its second Xbox Developer Direct. I quite like the last one because they just showed lots of games. Yeah. And there was a shadow drop, wasn't there? Was that the one they shadow dropped? What was it called? The rhythm game. Tango from Tango Works. Anyway. And I'm sure they will have a surprise, as long as it's not spoil, as is the internet, you know. I hope there's nobody spoils the surprise. It's quite fun, isn't it? Even as grown men and women, we still like a surprise. Hi-Fi Rush, that's it, Neil, yeah. Konnichiwa, Yoshida. Arigato gozaimasu. Reflex and G-Sync, you're excited about. Microsoft will detail some of its plans for Xbox this year. That's what I'm interested in, really. Also, it'd be interesting. Do we think we're going to get any xCloud news? Or have they really sort of pushed it to the back burner? Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Do you think sort of xCloud is done in terms of further development? I mean, not that it's done as in they're going to shut it off, but like done as in, they're going to go and we're doing, we're improving the stream or whatever. Or is it just sort of an up and running service and they ain't going to push it? It seems they were all in. When Stadia was around, Xbox was all in because they were scared. And I think now because Stadia was not the success and not the game changer that they were all worried about, especially Microsoft, prior to the actual, launch in the first year or so, I saw a lot more, during that time, we saw a lot more activity and a lot more mention of xCloud from Xbox. But now Stadia's not there. They don't, or ever since they knew they were closing Stadia down, xCloud just seems to be a bit of an afterthought for Xbox, in my opinion. Let me know if you think that's different, because I really thought it was a main part of their future strategy. But now they it's GeForce. The fact that they're so willing to. I know they had to give their games to GeForce Now, but I think from their point of view, they're probably quite willing to do it in the end, because I think their strategy's changed. I can see where, could we see a partnership? I've mentioned it before, between GeForce Now and Xbox, bigger than the current one, where they just run the, if the assumption is that all the games that come to Xbox will also be as part of the Xbox strategy of being on all the platforms, being on Xbox and being on PC. If all the Xbox games have a PC version, then why Xbox could lean heavily on GeForce Now and say, if you want to play them in the cloud, there you go. And xCloud is the sort of the secondary service. But if you want to get the real quality version of the game, play it in GeForce Now. I don't know. But then that would undermine their own future strategy. Well, we know cloud gaming is going to be eventually, maybe not as quick as we would have all liked or thought, with Google entering the market back in 2019. I still think it's going to be a major part of gaming, in the future. We know it works. NVIDIA GeForce Now show it works now. And I noticed that in terms of Wi-Fi, the sort of conglomerate of Wi-Fi companies have agreed to Wi-Fi 7. So that's Wi-Fi 7's launching. So, we know that broadband and Wi-Fi just gets better and better. So we know that cloud gaming can deliver. And, currently, if there is a weakness, it's not everybody has reliable internet. You might have good internet, reliable internet, or even reliable Wi-Fi in your house. But as Wi-Fi 6, as Wi-Fi improves and you get Wi-Fi 6 everywhere, Wi-Fi 7 and all this, cloud gaming is still going to be an important factor of gaming in the future. So I can't see, actually, when I think about it, Microsoft totally just turning a blind eye to it. Anyway, interesting. Suarez, the xCloud is ticking over for now until the new console in 2026, and then they'll update server blades with the new Xbox blades. See, that might be it. That might be the solution. No threats or any reason to invest now. Luna is barely there, and GFN is different. Yeah, you know what, Suarez? I think you may have a very valid point there. If I'm honest. In parallel to developing the next gen Xbox, they can be developing the next gen blades, knowing full well that the fidelity will be, and not only from their end, but the fidelity to be able to receive the sort of the game, the cloud stream from the consumer end will be improved in 2026 and onwards. Yeah. Anyway, back to Developer Direct. So we know that we will see some more of the Indiana Jones game from Machine Games. There was a sort of a teaser trailer for this back in 2021. So are we likely to see it this year? And are we likely to see some actual gameplay from Indiana Jones? I mean, when you think about Lara Croft and all those sort of games, they're all very derivative of Indiana Jones. So it makes sense as an IP that Indiana Jones can be derivative of all the games that have been based on the idea of Indiana Jones, like the Lara Crofts and those kind of stuff. So hopefully we get a kind of... I'm a big fan of Tomb Raider. So I'm going to say a big fan of Lara Croft, and that sounds a bit creepy. But I am. But what I mean is I'm a big fan of Tomb Raider as a sort of a game and the style of game. So, yeah, Indiana Jones is a perfect IP for a sort of a platforming 3D action, adventure game. So, yeah, are we likely to see gameplay? Microsoft will also provide updates on Hellblade 2, Avowed, Ara History Untold. Avowed. Everything we know so far about Avowed. First-person action adventure from Fallout New Vegas studio Obsidian Entertainment. First revealed back in 2020 with a short trailer. We'll see what footage we've got at the moment. So we're going to see more of this, more of Avowed. That's a long intro. That is a long intro just for your company name. Jesus Christ. What we want to get a sense of is The gameplay style. Okay, we like a bit of guns. I mean, this was the trailer 7 months ago. What did he look like? That sort of zombie thing with those. What game has got zombies where those things sort of pop when you shoot them? Another game I played recently that's got like blisters that pop on the zombies. Am I thinking of Doom? Yeah, it's like Doom-like, isn't it, really? Anyway, so hopefully we'll get some more detail on this and announcements when it's actually going to come out. Not that we'll come to that gossip. Microsoft says there won't be any updates on games from Activision Blizzard, which sounds like Activision Blizzard will do their own. Will have their own sort of announcement, their own sort of show, as it were. But there's a number of rumors, though, going around at the moment about different things. So one of them is, for quite a while, there had been rumor, and I'd love to see it, but a Halo Battle Royale. Now, this rumor's been around for a while, but it seems that if there was such a game in development, that now the rumor is that it's been cancelled. So the first one is actually mentioned by a few people, and it's that the Halo supposed Battle Royale, which to me is a no-brainer. Yeah, even if you made it like a bit of a PvP VE, with an extraction point. People love, there is a fondness as an FPS, as a competitive shooter for Halo and the way that it plays and the way that it handles. And for those reasons alone, it strikes me as it would make a great Battle Royale. I used to think about Destiny 2. Why, obviously my naivety thinking, why don't you just make a battle royale? I mean, the battle royales per se may be beyond their sort of sell-by date, but derivatives of battle royale like PvP, VE, extraction, the finals. My son's been playing the finals and absolutely loving it. So there's still a sort of market, for battle royales, but in competitive shooters like that, but with a twist. So the very fact that you've got all the guns and they're all well balanced, the different gun types, the gameplay is really well balanced in terms of the way that they handle the guns and the action and the movement of the characters and all of that, it would make a great, with a bit of effort, not just a sort of let's just make a battle royale, a Halo battle royale full stop, but a bit more imagination. I think you could get something really interesting, on a level of Apex Legends sort of thing. Anyway, sadly, it seems it's rumoured, the dream is over, ladies and gentlemen. Halo supposed Battle Royale project from developer Certain Affinity's been cancelled. It's first mentioned a while ago, and now it's circulating. So Paris Lily here had heard that Certain Affinity's Halo Infinity Battle Royale Tatanka has been cancelled, according to we won't play him that. According to Colt Eastwood, Certain Affinity Halo Infinity Battle Royale Tatanka has been shelved. He also reveals every game that's in the developer direct for this year. Spoiler alert. On the rumour front, and I've seen this in a couple of places, the Gears War of Collection apparently is currently being tested internally. So, and they've upgraded the older games. Some, built some of them from scratch again. Apparently, this is the rumor, and they're putting out a collection. So you get to play the whole Gears of War collection, but in beautiful, shiny, new rendered graphics and stuff. There's been numerous conflicting rumors about whether it actually exists or not at Gears developer The Coalition, but some people still believe it's in the works, which is the Marcus Phoenix collection. Okay, I mean, I like the Gears. I like the last Gears of War, but I know some people say, "Oh, no, the best one was the previous one." People say that all the time, but bring it up to date, make it all shiny and new. I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Definitely. We do know that a lot of Gears fans would love to see it, especially considering how well Halo the Master Chief Collection turned out in the end. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely up for that. Let me know what you think in the chat. Would you like to see a Gears of War collection? Do you like Gears of War? Is it your cup of tea? Or what do you expect from the Developer Direct event this week? And, will you be watching it? It doesn't look like we're going to hear much about Towerborn or Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. If Microsoft's second Developer Direct is anything like the last one, then we'll get to see even more gameplay. Yes. I always find with Ubisoft, you tend to get a lot of cinematics. Well, I want to see, unless it's a teaser for something that's a long, long way away. If it's coming out this year, I want to see a bit of gameplay. I think it's misleading if you don't, show a bit of gameplay for a game that's delivering in 2024. But anyway, if it's anything like last one, we'll get to see even more gameplay of many games planned for Xbox in 2024. Last year's event was around 45 minutes with no host, just straight in gameplay and announcements. That's what we like. Yeah? Just get on with the show. Show us the money. Yeah? Show us the goodies. Show us the cheese. Plus, shortly afterwards, there'll be the Elder Scroll Online 2024 reveal. Okay, that's going to take at 4 p.m. So, yeah, we know it's not going to be more than an hour then. So, there we go. 9 p.m. GMT. 8 p.m. Yeah. So, 8 p.m. GMT. So, we know the show will be, somewhere between 40 minutes to an hour. And not a minute longer. There we go. That's what we know. But could we see a shadow drop? I wonder if we could see a shadow drop. The thing is, they are dropping on Xbox the following day. Power World. Old trailer here, but we'll show you. Oh dear. Bloody blooming ads. Right. Power World gameplay trailer. So this is dropping. So it's a sort of, if you like, Pokemon type thing, but with guns. What's not to like? So, disturbing. Multiplayer. So this is dropping on Thursday on Friday this week, I think. So I guess it's not really a shadow drop if we know that it's coming. But it certainly looks an interesting game. Base building, crafting, powers with weapons. It's so interesting, isn't it? Can you tell it's by a Japanese developer? A Japanese developer, by all accounts, coming in 2024. Well, we know it's actually coming on the 19th. I wonder if it'll be on... I can't remember. I mentioned it would be whether it's going to be on GeForce Now. It's on Steam. Let's have a quick look at the old blog. I can't remember. There's so many games on GeForce Now. When I do the news, it sort of blurs into one. We don't GeForce Now blog. I should know. But why don't I just check my? I know what to do. I check my notes. Check my notes, which you lot can't see, from GeForce Now. That will tell me. News. Embargo draft from last week. Let's have a look. We've got Honkai. Oh, no, it's PAX Day. That's what I was confusing it with. I didn't want to say. Yeah, okay, so it's not. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if Power World, so it's changing back, Power World comes to GeForce Now. We know that it's dropping. We know it'll be on Steam. So it's and we know that it's coming to Game Pass. I think it's coming to Game Pass as well. So will you be able to play it on GeForce Now via Xbox PC Game Pass? Yeah. Power World coming to Xbox Game Pass. It's literally on Xbox this year. Here's the latest update. The English X account for Power World has confirmed the game will be a day one release on both Xbox and PC Game Pass. So yes, it will be on PC Game Pass. So there we go. Yeah. How big are your biceps? You go to the gym in Power World. Yeah, certainly in that video. If only it was that easy. Yeah. Do you think that she was undertaking a bit of steroid abuse in that gameplay footage? Definitely. You can go to the gym in Power World. That would be what it is. But there we go. So that's on the 19th. So could that be? I don't have an insight on GeForce Now right now. That tends to come later in the week. But could we see on Thursday, on the GeForce Now Thursday blog or my video, watch my GeForce Now news video on Thursday this week, and then we'll find out, won't we? As soon as any embargo lifts. I've not had the news for this week yet, so I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see whether Power World, day and day release on Xbox and PC, also available on Steam, so it's ready to go on GeForce Now. There's no sort of mucking about. Be interesting to see. I might give it a go. It looks sort of an interesting game. Let me know. As ever, let me know your thoughts in the chat down below. Also, to say, if you've not already seen, I did another review today, and in fairness, I should be using the mic, but it's over here. This mic here. If you're into streaming, and you're looking for a mic, but you don't want to break the bank, this is really good. It's about $57. It's like 47 quid. It's like, and it comes with XLR, a bit like this one. Yeah, XLR cable. and USB-C. So if you don't have an XLR connection, like you need a little amp for an XLR, and you just want to plug it straight into your computer, then you can. It has two different, has an XLR and a USB-C. So it's a great, I've touched the what's it, haven't I? There we go. It's a great little mic, and the quality for the money is really, really good. I think it's more mellow than this. If you want a slightly more, that kind of Shure SMB deep voice sound, or very podcasty sound. And this is great for podcasting if I'm talking like this. Yeah. I still love my Rode mic. But this is, I was so surprised by this. But yeah, if you're into streaming and you want to up your game a bit, I highly recommend it. The sound quality is really, really good. And you can just start off connecting it via your laptop or PC with the USB-C. And then later, if you start wanting to get a mixer and an amp, whatever, and use XLR cables, you can do that and it can grow with you. And then later, if you want to upgrade the mic to an even more professional mic, you have to spend some to kind of to make it worth your while to improve the sound on it, to be honest. It is a great little mic from Fifine, and I'm not shilling it. I'm genuinely telling you, check out my video. I do a test with that and this, and it's pretty impressive. So highly recommended. Make sure you check out that video. Definitely. Right, Ubisoft, ladies and gentlemen. Ubisoft, I noticed on Twitter, released this little video here. This is about 2023 going into 2024. So it's just really a highlight reel. This is all the things we did he was naked then. All the things that we did, apparently, playing Ubisoft games in 2024. Interesting. Eating sushi off a cow. Okay, a sexy cow. Anyway, Uno, of course. But also stuff coming up in 2024. So in here, we now look forward to using our new time powers. So obviously, Prince of Persia we've seen. This looks like that little clip there. This looks like that looked like Heartland, which is their sort of PvP. Obviously, Skull and Bones, the Star Wars games, of course, and more Division. So a little sort of, I don't know if you could spot the games in there, but certainly I spotted, obviously, Just Dance. But coming up, I'm not sure what that one is. So we know that's Prince of Persia. If I make this bigger. So there's Prince of Persia, which has been released. This looks like I'm trying to look here. I don't know if it's X-Defiant or Heartland. I'm trying to, because I've played a bit of X-Defiant, so that looks more like, oh, that looks the same. So I think this Division 2 Heartland, by the looks of things. And it's definitely got that Battle Royale death sort of catalogue at the top here, listing of who's been shot and who shot who. Obviously, Skull and Bones, we know that's coming in February. And then this is Division 2. Device, iPhone 15 Pro Max. Okay, so this is the Division, what's it called? Oh, there's a mobile version of the Division. That's what that is. Okay, that's interesting. Avatar. And obviously the Star Wars game. And that definitely is Division 2 at the end as well. So there we go. A few little hinters. And look forward, a little teaser from Ubisoft here saying Ubisoft 2023, done. 2024, take a look. And there, this person here is speculating that was the Division Heartland in 2024. Division Heartland, yeah. A lot of rumors that's what, that, not rumors, but speculation. And I think you're pretty sure that it is Heartland there. Looking forward to that one. Anyway. Did I show you that? So there we go. So I guess the big news is what is coming up on Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time, the Xbox Developer Direct. As I said, if I'm around, I'll do a watch along if you like, and you're more than welcome to come along. I always appreciate your support for things like this. So there we go. One thing though, could we see actually this? Stalker 2. There is a video on Ukrainian YouTuber that he shared a screenshot with a full size of the game in the Xbox store. Could we be seeing this? We're definitely getting a new trailer with a release date at Xbox Developer Direct. I see a lot about Shadow Drop, but I doubt it. Rumors of a Shadow Drop of Stalker 2. Definitely be seeing some gameplay from the game. Again, it's another game I'm particularly interested in. I love some of this stuff from these sort of Ukrainian developers and stuff like that, and similar. And you get some really good, really well-made games. So anyway, something to look forward to, perhaps. I don't know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, as I said, I will hopefully be doing a watch along. I have to sort of check whether I'm available to do it on Thursday. And if I do, I'll let you all know on the YouTube community tab and all of that. So look out for that. Otherwise, as I say, there'll be the GeForce Now Thursday news on Thursday, of course. So make sure you watch that. And if you are interested, I would appreciate if you checked out my video review of the Fifine AM8 microphone. Really good microphone. And if none of those things take your fancy, then why not come back here, same time, same place next week, where no doubt we'll have a shed load of Xbox news to talk about, because obviously it'll be a few days after the Xbox Developer Direct. So have a wonderful, wonderful week, and hopefully I see you in the week. If not, I'll see you same time, same place next week. Arigato gozaimasu, and Janai. Have a good one.
Thanks for watching the Monday Game Chat with your host, Clive Illenden. Don't forget to hit the likes, subscribe, and consider becoming a member. Hit the join button today.